going to do a Kim Kardashian inspired look. This was inspired by her 2009 calendar. I'll have the picture, the inspiration picture, linked on the side. It's very, very dramatic on the lashes, but I think it's really, really pretty, especially for Valentine's Day if you are going out on a date or something. I think it's really sexy, really flirty. So I hope you enjoy this look. If you want to see how to get it, then keep watching. So to begin with, I used a piece of tape just to make like an outer corner, just like here. Now I'm going to take this color. This is Malt. This is by MAC. And I'm going to take a large brush. This one's by Illamasqua. And I'm just going to put that into the crease. Now I already put a little bit of a highlighter just underneath my brow. So I just kind of forgot to film that, but whatever. I'm going to just put that into the crease. Okay, once that's on, I'm going to take this eyeshadow. This is also a MAC, this is called Print. And with Print, I'm going to take a small brush like this. This one is, I think, the pencil brush by Hakuhodo. And I'm going to place that kind of just along the lash line. So I'm basically just putting that along the lash line and then forming kind of like a wing with that along that tape line. You can take that all the way in. You can also just blend that out a little bit. Alright, so once I blended that out, I'm going to just pick up a dark black. This is MAC Carbon, and I'm just going to use that same pencil brush, and I'm just going to pat that all along the lash line again. It's just going to darken up that gray right along the lashes as close as you can. And then once you have a little bit of that on, you can just blend it out again using the 217. I'm going to pick up a little bit of this. This is soft brown. And I'm just going to blend out that black kind of right in the crease. I'm just going to blend that out with the soft brown a little bit. Just so the top is like really smooth. Then I'm going to take a really black pencil. This is MAC Feline. And you can just put a little bit of that again along your lash line. Just as close as you can. And then you can just use like an angle brush or something and just blend that out a little bit. Just kind of smudging it. And now I want to continue that line just as I did down here. So I'm going to just take a little bit of that kohl pencil again and just put some of that on my lash line. And then just with a pencil brush, I'm going to blend that out. Then I'm going to use an artist brush like this and some of the Black Truck Fluid Line, and I'm just going to line the top, and I'm going to make kind of just a really accentuated wing. I have a little bit of a boo-boo here, so I'll fix that later, but Okay, so I just did some cleanup just under here with a bit of concealer. Now I'm going to just use a white pencil and just make kind of like a highlight just underneath here. So I'm using the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk and just a sharp brush. And I'm just going to get a little bit of that onto the brush and then just put a little bit of that right underneath that outer wing. Okay, so before I put on the eyelashes, I'm going to quickly do the rest of my face. I'm going to use the Natural Dazzle by Barry M. This is like a bronzer. I'm just going to do a little bit of contouring, just kind of into the hollows of my cheek. This is the, I don't know, this is a brush by La Masque. I think it's called the highlighting brush. Works really well for contouring as well. I do have a contouring video on my channel which goes into contouring a bit more in detail if you want to check that out. And then for the cheeks, I'm going to use this one. This is Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick in Platinum Pink. I think this was limited edition though, but you can use any other kind of shimmering highlighter. And I'm just going to apply that kind of right on my cheekbone area. And then I'm going to grab some of this one. This is Champagne, and I'm just going to put a little bit of that kind of right kind of underneath my eye. For the lips, I'm going to take a nude lip liner. This is by Rimmel. This is in the shade 18 Addiction. And I'm just going to line my lips. And then I'm going to use Gosh Darling. This is just a nude lipstick. What you do is to put the lower lashes, I'm using the Ardell's 102 Demis. You flip them around, like you put them on the opposite way, and you want to have, of course, the inner side on the inside, like the smaller, shorter length lashes on the inner corner. So what you do is you just grab them and you just slide them up underneath your natural lashes, and then you pop them into place. You just want to make sure the ends stick, so you just make sure that the end is like, you know, touching your skin while you let them dry. And then I'm just gonna do the top ones. I'm gonna give that a moment to dry. These ones are already dry on this side. So what you do is once they're dry, you just want to push them down a bit. So you just kind of lay them flat. Like that. Don't push too hard because otherwise the glue might come undone, but you just want to push them down like so. So you want to make sure it's totally dry before you do that. So once you push them down, they're going to be much more visible and they're going to look, you know, like really long lower lashes. Now for the top ones, I'm going to use some really extreme ones as well. I'm going to use these ones by MAC, and these are the number 42s. They look like this, but I'm not going to show you that, so I'll just put those on and I'll be right back. Alright, so I've put the lashes now on the top. You can see them. I absolutely love these lashes. These are gorgeous. They're so sultry, and I mean, they're very extreme, but I think for special occasions they are just so sexy. And yeah, those are the number 42s. So there you go, Kim Kardashian.